Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone and today we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This is a recreation of my Speed Plat, all trophies in 59 hours and 47-minute run. The reason I say recreation is I played this on the PS3 right before the servers closed. Got the fastest time, according to PSM profiles, beat Tiny Arse's time of 63 hours by about 4 hours. And none of my video was usable. So I decided I really wanted to put this up here just in case anyone decides to go for a fast time on the PS4 version. This will give you my strategies and tips and tricks if you want to look through it. Or if you're not in a hurry but you want an efficient way to get through to the platinum, there's a lot of moving parts in this game, and this is a pretty decent way to go about it. So I think this can be improved quite a bit. I actually put one in the playlist of places where I think you could shave off of my time. But anyway, this is part 4. Again, this is all done after the fact. It's on the PS4 version, but everywhere I could, I've done my best to mirror the original version on PS3 of what I had done on my run. So even where you could do it faster, I didn't do it faster. So that comes up right now because we're in video 4. If you watch the end of the last video in part 3, I had just opened up the FOB invasions, and my notes said to do 8 base development invasions and 12 support invasions to get enough resources for the nuke when it comes up. I do remember that I had to do a couple extra of each of those before I was able to develop the nuke. And as a coincidence, as I'm filming this, or as I'm recording this, it is one of those double experience weekends. So I only had to do about a dozen of the invasions instead of the 22 that I had planned. I did 12 instead because I got double rewards. Rather than continue, I went ahead and stopped because I want to keep it consistent. I don't want to be developing stuff that you would not be able to develop at this stage in the game, so I kind of stopped right there. That being said, while you were gone, also one of the combat deployment missions finished, and I went ahead and started that. So as you can see right here, we are now on assist the civilian evacuation, which I'm going to look at my notes here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is now the 8th of 20, and these are going to get real difficult in about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. But for now, we're on number 8, and we've also built our base up enough we can send 3 other teams out. I chose to get rid of the shotguns, the machine guns, and the body armor. You can choose whatever is most obnoxious to you. I can pretty much deal with all the rest of this stuff if I have to, but man, those shotguns and the body armor helmets are bad. But, you know, so that's what's happened while you were gone there. We also have increased our staff quite a bit in the course of this. We also had about $30,000 when I left, and now we have 20 million. 20 million, that's right. That's how fast invading FOBs on Security Challenge will get you money. We developed some things, and then I went in and developed some very important things afterwards. Now that our staff levels are high enough from doing these FOBs, and they're currently in the process of development, and I actually want to take some time at the beginning and talk about these. Sleep grenade, very important. You need all those things that you see on the screen right there. The medical team is the one that takes the longest to get to. You see it just barely hit 24 just about 6 minutes ago. The Digitalis lutea is the only thing that you will not get when you're invading bases. Fortunately, one of those, or 10, it'll give you 10 of them for picking one plant, was an optional objective, a mission task in Mission 15. So when you do Mission 15, make sure you know where that plant is and you pick it up. It's required to build the sleep grenades, and then when you dispatch with sleep grenades, it will use 8 peaches and 1 of those digitalises. For this reason, we will not be using sleep grenades a lot. We only need them in Mission 19, 24, and then we'll use them liberally at the end. But Mission 24 is the next mission we're going to do, so we're going to wait for this to develop. Capture cage. So there are 3 different levels of the capture cage. You don't even want to put a capture cage out until it's level 3 because you want to catch ultra rare animals. We're now developing that level. Our R&D's at level 30, And of course, we have enough of the other resources. So once that gets developed, we're going to start catching animals in this video. The LLG mine we're going to use one time. It'll be in a while. It's mission 38, I think. So go ahead and get that developed before mission 38. The EMN mine, I use it in 45, and I probably should use it in a couple other ones. It'll disable tanks on the road. And I found that a Jeep does just as good a job. So, you know, and then we're getting our stealth camo again. See that metamaterial specialist? That was the prisoner from mission 17, the optional one that we went and got. And now we're able to continue developing stealth camo. Very important. Not necessarily right now. We're trying to get S ranks on all the missions, so you can't use it. But when we start doing side ops, we'll use it almost every side op. So keep that in mind. And then, of course, any upgrades to your iDroid, your arm, mobility is good. Any costumes or sneaking suit and battle dress you want to do immediately. But that's pretty much where we're at. We have 22 minutes left on this. So what we're going to do while we're waiting, well, the first thing we're going to do is develop some stuff, because you can do up to 10 at a time. You have to do 300 for a trophy, and that is an absolute ton of these. That means you got to come in here like 30 times at least. So just go ahead and develop anything that doesn't require resources, like fuel, common metal, and if it is common metal, keep it to under 1,000. That's a pretty good rule of thumb, because some of these get to where you need like 10,000 common metal, and there's no need for that. So we've now hit our limit for development at simultaneous, so we're out. While we're waiting, we're going to do one other thing, and it is a side op, and it's been sitting here. It's probably driving you guys nuts. I did it late in the run, right about this time. We don't need quiet until mission 29. And I was really hoping to get some more Wandering Mother Base soldiers, because all of this stuff happens on the medical platform. You can give your pictures to Paz, or Paz, I don't know how you pronounce her name, Tara Strong. And that's a kind of ongoing thing that you want to be doing. In my run, I missed this entirely. And when it was all said and done, I had to go back and go in and out of Mother Base like at least 4 times to give her pictures, and it was all loading screens and all chopper insertions. And if you just do mission 8 and then go do some Wandering Soldiers missions before all this, then every time you come to the Mother Base, you can give her a picture and save all those loading screens and helicopter trips at the end. I didn't do that on my run, so I'm not going to do it this time, but you know, if you are doing a different run and want to be faster, I'm telling you that's going to be faster. So hopefully that makes sense. But in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and drop down here and have a chat with Ocelot, actually, about Quiet. We're not going to talk to Quiet because she's, well, quiet. So yeah, we just come in here. He's standing here, and we'll go through a whole big thing. While you're standing here, keep in mind, this is what a blueprint looks like. There are a bunch of these throughout. And as soon as he starts talking, you'll notice an invisible wall at the stairs. That means you've got the cutscene. He's not going to stop talking for a while. She's going to do like all of her thing. You can watch it if you want. You can't skip it. So, but yeah, I'll go ahead and pick up at the end of this. Okay, so we're back. Ocelot finished his thing. We're going to go ahead and grab this blueprint, and then we're going to head out and call our chopper.
Please landing zone confirmed.
And that will instantly, you don't have to wait for the chopper on this. It will instantly give you the cutscene, and Quiet will join your party. You don't need her until mission 29 unless you have other ways to use her. Again, this isn't a perfect run, so if you find things that are faster, then that's great. But yeah, so now we get all this talk about Quiet. At this point, so I did this with a double rewards when I did my FOBs, and as a result, it took about 45 minutes less than what it would normally take to invade 20 bases, or 22, since I only did 12. So I'm actually going to sit here and wait for my sleep grenades to develop. It's pretty important to have them when you go into mission 24. So if you're doing this on single rewards, this won't be a problem. If you're doing it on double rewards and you need to move stuff up, or move it around, you can always do a couple of side missions. If you have not done mission 8 yet, this would be a great time to do it. That'll open up all those side missions with the soldiers that I just got done talking about. But for me, I'm going to stay true to my run. So I'll just pick this up again right before, or actually right when my sleep grenades get finished, which is going to be in 16 minutes. So I'll see you then. Okay, we are back. It's been however many minutes we needed it to be. The sleep grenades have now been developed. Also, the capture cage is up to level 3. We're not going to use the capture cage a lot just yet. It's a lot easier when you start doing side ops and stuff. But just while we're here, I know I need this, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to get some of these going again. Again, anything under 1,000 of the common fuel and biological is fine. A lot of this stuff is still instant. Eventually, it all requires time. And then if you're stupid, you hit OK. And now you have to go unequip it when you do your loadout. Anyway, that's about it. We hit our simultaneous, so we're going to go in and start. We're going to make a mad dash for the end of Chapter 1, which is Mission 31. I guess I didn't realize that 25 opened with 24. We could have done that while we were waiting and then come back and picked up 24. We're just going to, again, stick true to the run. So top extraction, or top insertion point here, we're going to go with D-Dog. And, we got stuff for him. Oh, I thought we did. I guess it's not done yet. We're going to take a Jeep. D-Dog in a Jeep is pretty good. And the equipment, we're definitely going to take, for support weapons, we're going to take our sleep grenades that we just made. So that's right here. You can take stun grenades too, but, and then in primary, I messed this all up. That's okay. But secondary, we definitely need our Woozy pistol, so that'll be that. We have our non-lethal sniper rifle. It's probably not going to help us much, but let's go ahead and drop in. So, some things to remember about 24. First of all, we're going to do all of the mission tasks if we can, and we're going to S-rank it if we can, so that we don't have to come back. The only thing you have to do is extract 2 prisoners. They're right in the same area, and then get out of Dodge. But if you want to do all the mission tasks, you will need 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15 Fultons just for the mission tasks alone. If you're like me and you're playing Speedy, you only have 24. So don't get too crazy extracting guards. If you take 10, you can't finish all the mission tasks. So that's just a caution for 24. And then I'll just see you when we get down here. Okay, so right when you come down here, there's going to be a little outpost right ahead of you here. And we're going to come up this way. The first mission task is to extract 4 containers out of here. And there's the first 2 over to the left. Now, if you have any guards that are within 40 meters of the extraction point, or of what you're extracting, you want to take them out if you can. A nice headshot would do it, and hopefully they won't see. I don't think it's going to matter, because I think we're going to start a riot here in a minute anyway, but you never know. Okay, so that's 2. And then head back to your Jeep. Like I said, be very careful of your Fultons. Don't use them if you don't need them for this mission. You gotta extract 15 things with your Fulton alone just for the mission tasks. Okay, I don't think he sees us yet. And okay, there's the other two. They're red and they're back here. See them right there. So I don't know which way this guy's facing over here. This is what's well, I guess we do now, don't we? Okay. So again, we're just going to belly flop. It gives us the advantage of being stealthy without the slowness of crawling. And I don't see anybody within 40 meters. So we're just going to go ahead and lift these. Okay, and this is the first time I'm going to tell you in all of these missions about mission tasks and when they start counting. When it says mission task completed 1 out of 7, if you return to the ACC, it will count that as completed for the rest of your playthrough. If you restart a checkpoint or restart the mission, it will not count it. So if something goes wrong here, and, well, actually, something already did go wrong, because we need to get, I think, down to about, I don't know, about right here. That looks good. So, if something goes wrong in this mission, say you die and you're not going to get an S rank, or, you know, you miss a task or something, if you hit select and hit return to the ACC, those 4 containers will have counted as completed. And then the next time you come back down and come in, you don't have to bother with getting those. So sometimes it pays to just go ahead and call it and exit. Now, we're going to try and kill this eagle right here. Got him. Okay. And be real careful. That spotlight has like a 100-meter range or something, so you don't want to mess around. But that's the next mission task, is to extract this eagle. And then we're going to go ahead and clear our checkpoints, because it gets a little messy around here. See that mission 2, task 2 of 6 came up. And then if you recall from mission 20, we're actually going to be in the same area. So you're looking for the little gap between the cliffs again. And again, we got to turn the lights off every time we start the car. But yep, put your marker up here, hop in the Jeep. And head right this way. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but one of our key deployment missions completed while I was extracting containers. I would suggest, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. This is never a bad idea. Like I said, this could be the reason. Plus, as a bonus, I don't know if you see that landmine right there that we were about to run over, but we're going to go ahead and defend the refugee camp. See, we're up to 1 hour and 21 minutes now. And then just dump your extra staff into whatever these bottom ones are. One of them is probably directional mines, which we were fortunate enough to avoid. And you can pick those up if you want. I'm not even going to mess with it. So we're headed right in here. There's a lot of fellas walking around and a lot of things going on, and we got a lot of work to do for this mission. So I just kind of come right up the side here. Stay low but fast by doing the belly flop. And D-Dog will start letting us know what a mess we're walking into. You see, there's 2, 3. And it is entirely possible and maybe even desirable to just take this whole base over. We got to do some a whole bunch of stuff in here, and I don't know, it just makes a lot more sense. But we are not going to do that. We're going to wait, and we're going to get out finally our sleep grenades. And ideally, we would wait for all 5 of these guys to come into the same area. He kind of saw me a little bit, so I don't know how that's going to work. well, I guess it's going to work great. So, yep, okay, well, we got, I don't know, a good chunk of them. What do we got? 3, 4 left. It's not too bad. We don't overly care about the guards in this area. We care about the jeeps, and we care about the prisoners. And I'm going to go ahead and get the prisoners first. And then... okay, good. And it looks like nobody's really cared that much yet. So, while we're here... I'm going to go ahead and put a couple in these guys so they don't wake up. And then we're looking for another jeep. And 6 goats. So... I think that... I'm not sure where the jeep comes from. I thought it came up from over here, but... in fact, I'm pretty sure it comes up from over here, so we're just gonna go this way. Yeah, there's a road right here. Oh, there's a jeep right there. I guess the guys already came and got out. So a jeep comes down this way. And that is mission task 5. And then we've got 6 goats that we've got to get. All right, so we just went ahead and cut forward a little bit. We did all of our work over here and then ran down this way. I was unable to get the goats. One of them died in extraction, caused an alert. It was just kind of bad news all around. So we decided to come over this way and try and pick this beach, which is mission task 6 of 7. And we're going to try and get out of here without dying. Snake has got some knees on him, man. I'll tell you what. Like, you get a rock that's like more than 6 inches tall, and that dude's just going to run halfway up it and fall down. I never understood it. It's like a terrible mechanic, especially since there's rocks everywhere. But I don't know. I guess it makes the game more challenging or something. So, you know, whatever. I trust that any mechanic in here is in here on purpose. So, but yeah, so we went ahead and grabbed that peach, and now we are looking for a way to exfiltrate to get out of the hot zone. I know one of these little nooks in this area will count if you get out. I'm not sure which one it is, so we're just going to try them all. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to have to come back and get the goats, and I caused all kinds of alerts and did all sorts of dumb stuff, so I'm sure this won't be an S rank. It's been quite a bit. There you go. There's the little nook that you could run to get out of the mission. So not the best, but that's actually how it went on my practice run too, and my regular run. So, you know, that's just what you get sometimes. So, yep. There we go. We got a B rank because it took us absolutely forever and we caused all kinds of alerts. We killed a goat too, so that can't be good. But yeah, we'll come back and extract the goats and the 2 prisoners and we'll be all right. So I'll pick it up again on mission 25. A D-Dog and a Jeep is certainly fine, and everything else is fine. Remember to de-equip your sleep grenades because you don't have a lot of digitalis yet to use them. We'll get it eventually. There's one reward that's like 300 of those, and then you're done. You got plenty, but for now we only have like 3, so keep that in mind. And as soon as you can on mission 25, come on in here. We're going to put a little waypoint right there, just above the yellow square. And we're going to park right in the fields up here by this, what is that, an outhouse?
Enemy presence detected.
You see we've got the green person over there we've got to extract. And then these 2 kids over here, one of them is our person. So we want to get them as quickly as possible.
You have arrived at your destination.
Because more kids are coming to this. There's actually 12 enemies in here. So, yeah, he's the one you want is the one right there with the red hat. Okay. And we cannot fault and extract children yet, so we're just going to grab him. And we're going to leg it up to the Jeep. Maybe a little slower. Somebody saw me. I don't know how. That was some great eyesight there. We're like 80 meters away, but, you know, this game does funny things sometimes, so... Alright, just put him in the Jeep, and then head for the green triangle, who is now guarded by nobody. Because the guy that saw me happened to be the one that was guarding him. But there's a kid here. Just put one in his dome. Or miss. There's a blueprint right here that you want to get. And then decide if you can get out of here before that kid comes back. I feel like we can. And you see there's some people coming. Like I said, there's about a dozen enemies in this area. They sort of kind of walk in at different stages of the game from different areas. There's some optional mission tasks involving all that, but we can't do them, so there's no reason to mess with it. Now we're basically just going to stick him in the truck as well, in the Jeep. Get in, turn off our lights, and then drive out of the hot zone. And unfortunately, the easiest way is this way. So... Well, no, it isn't. I don't know why I said that. The easiest way is this way, which is the way we were facing. Yep, and we're out. That's it for mission 25. We'll quit back to the ACC when it lets us, and I'll see you on 26. Okay, so I forgot about this. As soon as you finish mission 25, you are on rails until 30, I think. I think you have to finish 29 before you can start doing things again. So your base is now infected. If you've played this before, you'll know what I mean. He's going to go into a big, long explanation about quarantines and all that stuff. You don't have to worry about any of it. Just the only problem is you cannot send out anybody on deployment missions. You cannot develop weapons. You can start, but they probably won't get made because you're going to be losing soldiers here for a bit. Until you can finish missions 26, 27, 28, and 29, I believe. So just a heads up on that. Once you finish 25, you're kind of stuck on main missions until really the end of Chapter 1. There's really no need to do side ops anyway at this point. Just keep on chugging along. So I'll see you at 26 when he gets done talking. Okay, so we're in mission 26. We took D-Dog in a Jeep. We're going to go make a marker right south of this little Y intersection and kind of a couple of them going up this way. So that's the angle. And we are going to run down to A as quickly as possible. A couple of quick notes here. There's only one guy you have to extract. He's like a sniper or something. He has 5 escort soldiers with him. So there is a mission task for extracting all 6 of that team. So if you can get that whole team, then you definitely want to. Now, that's all well and good, but you also still do not have a non-lethal sniper rifle that is tranquilized. We have one, we have it equipped, but it is not suppressed. So as soon as you fire it, you're going to start the ruckus. Again, as long as you kill the one guy, you can get out of here and probably get your S rank. It doesn't take that much longer to get the other ones if you're lucky. Okay, looks like we finally found them. So that one guy was definitely one of the guys. And so we're just going to start putting tranks in everyone. Again, remember there are 6, and 2 body shots will eventually knock them out. One headshot is better, of course. So we've got 3 of them. And I don't know why this guy's not getting knocked out. I put like 3 into his dome, so we're just gonna come over here and choke him out. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we definitely did some wrong things here. We're like 10 minutes into this mission now, which is way longer than it has to be. I got 5 guys right in a row, as you saw, and then I went and took over an entire checkpoint for no reason. And this is the last guy, and he's all by himself. So you definitely don't need a suppressor at this point. It just took forever. He got away and got ahead, and then it took forever. So we got mission task 3 out of 6. And I guess we're just going to head for the closest exfiltrating area, which is 500 paces away. And my Jeep is way over there, like even further away. So this took way too long. I probably won't get an S rank. If you have the same issue, there's 6 people all in a row, and D-Dog should spot them all. But they start at A and walk towards C. So they start down there by that checkpoint and walk like northeast towards Kabiza camp. So if you're missing one, hopefully you'll find them on the way. If you fail to S rank this, the way that I did it, you can ride down here with a sniper rifle, a lethal one, and take out the guy with the red hat by himself, and then just ride off into the sunset in your Jeep or your horse, and you'll be fine. So sorry that was a little bit messed up, but hopefully we'll be back on track with the next mission. Okay, so we're back to do mission 27. This is a really easy one and shouldn't be much of a problem at all. As long as you take your horse, you don't really need anything else. And we're going to drop in right here and go to our map. The dotted line's right up there. Just put a marker right on the road there. I also completely forgot something. Can't believe I did this. Our base facilities have been we haven't developed them. I can't believe we didn't do this. We got all these resources for the sole purpose of developing this, and then completely forgot to do it. So go ahead and get these going now. You should have had them going like an hour ago. That was my fault. We got 45 common, 112 fuel, 18. Yeah, that should be fine. So we'll get that one going. I just want to make sure that we have enough minor metal and fuel to build our nuke. So there you go. So after those base developments, you got enough to go pretty far into the development, like at 15 of the 24 platforms or something. So anyway, hopefully I didn't mess up the timing of this mission here by going into the menu. We'll find out. Just head to your waypoint. Okay, so when you get up to the north end of this little base, you want to head over this way, look for the cement things, and then hide on the right side of your horse. Ride him, hopefully not into a pole. You're headed for that truck right there in our thing. There's a few people that will see you, so be careful. And there you go. Your target is this guy right here. He'll fall down so you can pick him up. And you want to run around and put him in the truck. And I'm not sure why you don't put him on the horse, but my notes say put him in the truck, so that's what we're going to do. And then get in the truck. Turn off the lights as always. And head right up here. And try to stay away from the road if you can. This thing drives like a boar, so be real careful. It's not the easiest truck to operate, but yeah, just kind of head this way. There's the reason we're not going on the road is there's a truck that patrols there, so just in case you were wondering. I don't even know how this is possible that we're not out of the that we're not out of the way yet. But there you go. We're like 1 foot away. And you see we got task 1, task 2, and task 3. I don't even remember what they are. I just know how to do it. And our result screen should show an S rank.
Amazing. Mission complete.
Correct. Okay. So we're completely done with mission 27. So I'll see you at 28. Make sure you take D-Dog and just go on in. Okay, so this is Code Talker. This is a really fun mission that plays a whole bunch of different ways depending on what you're trying to accomplish. You can use it to grind extractions. You can use it to kill some snipers. You can have a really crazy combat thing, especially on extreme difficulty. We're just trying to get an S rank and get out of here so we can continue developing in our key deployment. And so we're going to mostly just go for the fastest run we can get and the safest run we can get. So the first part is going to be the sniper skulls. And we're going to avoid them entirely. It's not the fastest way because you got to do a lot of climbing, but it is very, very safe. So just follow the river until you get to the waterfall, and I'll pick you up there. And once you get to the waterfall, there will be a crack over here. And again, we don't care about plants anymore. The Digitalis lutetia or whatever, the yellow stuff, is the only plant that we can't get by the hundreds. And we are going to get that by the hundreds here in a little bit too. So anyway, there is, if you go right here, there's another crack. And then a third one directly in front of you. And then a fourth one directly in front of that. And from here, you can climb these little rocks to get to the top. of the waterfall. Just don't run off the edge. And by doing this, you can avoid the snipers entirely. And I'm not sure... Yeah, that one doesn't work, so you gotta come around this way. But basically just stick to the little ravine there with the river, and you'll be safe.
The map has been updated.
No sign of those snipers. Did they give up? Whatever. Just get to the mansion. Pronto.
And once you get up to the mansion area, you want to hang left towards the rocks.
You have arrived at your destination.
When you get right about here, you want to start crouching. There's a guy up there. He's got pretty good vision. See, he already saw us. The nice part is he will actually come around to investigate. And the amount of time that it takes him to get around here, you're already long gone. So just belly flop your way this way. And hook around this rock right here. We're headed for those two dudes right there with our tranq pistol. And again, this is a lot easier to infiltrate at night, but then the enemies will start taking evasive action. And, oh, we got detected. So, time to break character and just run. Go right through this door and right through this door. And you have nothing to worry about. Just head right down here and touch this. Oh, shoot. Okay. And wait for the alert, I guess. Okay, so after about 2 minutes, the alert will go away, and you can come back here. This is a pro tip right here. Hit select, and go to restart your checkpoint. So when you pick up Code Talker, you got to walk, and you got to hear all this dialogue, which is great dialogue, by the way. It's a great story. Well, a good story. It's not on par with the rest of the Metal Gear games, in my opinion. But it's a good enough story. But we're not trying to do that here. We're just trying to go. Now, there is a mission task for getting him out of here with no damage. And this is your best opportunity to do it. I just basically YOLO and hope for the best. So that's the scariest spot right there. While you're running, there's an invoice right here, and I suggest you get it. These guys can see you, but it takes them a while to get over here. And they do not shoot at you. So they're all, you see they got kind of stuff on their heads, and they'll kind of shamble their way over, but you don't really care. So the big problem is the snipers are still alive, and if they see you, they'll probably kill Code Talker. So just kind of, I try to stick to the path, and then I head this way towards the waterfall. Once you get down here, there are no more wandering puppets. And this is when I go ahead and call the chopper.
Please support helicopter requested.
So you can go ahead and do that. That's pretty safe.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Once you come across, you want to kind of keep to the right here, and you can hide behind here. Sometimes the snipers will pop up. You see one right there. So you don't want to be out in the open for too long. With the snipers bearing down on you, because this is a hard task to get, actually, especially if you're trying to S rank as well, because you can't use your stealth camo or anything. So, yep, we'll just wait for the chopper and hope for the best. Hopefully that alert didn't cost us our S rank.
Updated.
Okay, so here's a couple of things that I had forgotten. I keep forgetting to do this. If you go into the customize and go to your helicopter, this is where you select your levels. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go to customize and use the level 3. So it's definitely worth it.
Clouds.
You can do that about the next 1,000 times and not run out of money, and that's if you get no more money. So that's where we're at. We're still unable to do deployment missions. I believe that the ones you sent them on are still there, so you don't lose them.
Please select
You see, this one's still 28 minutes on the refugee camp, which is perfect. And all the rest of them, we can't do anything. So that's where I think whatever's out will finish, which is why it was so important to get that hour and 21-minute one done. But anyway, this video is getting too long, so let's go to mission 29. This is the first mission we're going to use Quiet for. And we're going to go ahead and equip, gosh, I don't know, whichever sniper rifle we have that has the most damage. I guess at the moment it's just this one. We could try the machine gun too. I'm not entirely sure. Rockets are bad because you gotta defend. Code Talker's down there and he gets splash damage. Later in the game, you get a sniper rifle called the Brennan that's like super, super powerful. It's like a 50 cal, like the one that Johnny's got in MGS4. But right now, we don't have that. So we're just going to use the best sniper rifle we got. We're going to take Quiet and hope that she'll fire a shot and help us kill these guys. This mission is basically just one long battle against 4 armored skulls. You'll have to play it twice because for some reason the game won't let you extract them the first time. Really that's about it. So we're just going to climb up on the roof and get supply drops for our ammo and hope we got enough firepower.
Are you okay? Skulls. Listen, that mist is their work.
Analysis
We won't be able to
complete.
send in another chopper for now. Boss, you need to eliminate the skulls. We cannot lose Code Talker.
So the first thing we're going to do is throw a supply drop up here
Supplies
on us.
requested.
And then what I like to do is use sniper rifles and not aim down sight. See how it'll glow red when you're going to hit
Supply drop.
your target. And you can actually get pretty good on headshots. You see, this is pretty effective. Quiet would normally be one-shotting people by now, but because we've not taken her out on a mission yet, her effectiveness in battle depends an awful lot on how much you've used her. You'll notice the difference when we come back and redo this. If you get that thing that sticks, that rock that sticks up out of the thing, get out of the way. It will kill you, as you can see. So
Supply drop complete.
So this is a kind of a pain in the butt the first time you do it, as you can see. But just keep your supply drops going. Keep firing away. If you can get headshots, get them. Make sure you don't get hit by this red thing when it explodes. See there, and try to focus fire on one person at a time. Okay, we got one dead. I don't know what the hell Quiet's doing. I don't think she's fired a shot yet. Oh, whoops. Okay. So basically, yeah, we're just sticking up on the top of the roof there if we can, and firing until we're out of bullets, and then calling down supply drops. Again, we are rich now, so thanks to the FOB folks that have left their stuff in security mode. So I'm not entirely sure.
Requested. Supply drop complete.
If you can get headshots on these guys, do it. You see the difference. It's pretty substantial. Okay, and that's 2. We're still dead for some reason. Okay, but again, like I said, a sniper rifle in not ADS mode is pretty effective against these skulls. So it doesn't even have to be a good sniper rifle. Although you just wait till you see the Brennan, because that'll be fun. Alright, and that guy's dead. And we're doing a terrible job again. But I'd like to think 21 shots will be enough for this fool. Okay, that was a headshot. That's good. Oof. Alright, that's another long drawn-out battle, but we are victorious. And Quiet got the last one, and you see it won't even let us extract him, which is a bummer. But, yep, now we're going to go here and pick him up and take him to the LZ. And that's it for mission 29. Okay, so we are back at the end of a million cutscenes. We get all these tapes because there's a bunch of stuff. You see, we got 13 minutes left, and we can do our deployment missions again. So I don't believe we actually lost any time on that, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and do mission 30, though. We'll worry about development in a little bit. So the setup for 30, it does not matter what buddy you take at all, not even a little bit. So you know what? We're just going to leave quiet. What matters is your vehicle. It's going to be this stout. And I don't know if you watched or remember, we went a little bit out of our way to do a highly skilled soldier side up, and we extracted that vehicle in that side up, and this is the reason. This mission and the next mission are the reason why we did that. So go ahead and hop in your tank, and we're going to be very cheeky with this. Turn off your lights, of course. Press right on the D-pad to do that. And we are going to S-rank this on time alone, just like we have with a lot of these. Basically, there's nobody here at this first checkpoint. This thing drives like a tank, though, so you want to go a little bit slow. It's really hard to make this turn, but no one's here, so you could do bad. But I would strongly encourage you to get used to at least a little bit of this machine's maneuvering capabilities or lack thereof, because we're about to make some tough turns while we're under fire. And yeah, that's really all I got to say. It's about to get spicy. So you literally just drive this tank right up the road. Try not to panic. It may get destroyed. That's entirely possible. Especially if you fail to turn like this. For some reason, this thing cannot turn uphill. I don't know why. It's just the way the physics work. But so far we're doing okay. Try to get through that gate. We even got a checkpoint there. That was really nice. We're doing good so far, but now we got walker gears, and those are a little bit more difficult to sustain yourself through. So far, so good. And now you see we're taking some heavy fire. So basically, you just want to keep driving straight through here. If you get caught like that, oh boy. Okay. Oh, we got by. All right. That's where it gets a little spicy. Just restart the mission if you die. It's not a big deal. The only downside is you're going to lose that vehicle, and we kind of wanted it for the next mission, but it's okay. We'll be all right. There's some other tanks in there, and we'll just run and grab one of those. You know, as my friend and mentor Bob Ross once said, life is just happy little accidents. So we've just got our happy little accident having our tank blown up. Not a big deal. We'll move on to the next one. Before you head up those stairs, if you come down here and kind of go back this way, we have lots of extra time, and there is a tape back here that's unmarked, and it is an optional mission task. So see that mission task 1. And that'll just save us from having to come all the way up here once we finish. Although for some reason, I always finish this mission. I don't know why. It's easy and it feels more complete that way. When we start doing tasks in more detail, I'll tell you a little bit more about how it saves and how it records everything. But for now, that's it for mission 30. I guarantee you on that speed alone and the fact that we didn't die, we'll get an S rank, and then I'll see you in 31. Okay, so we're back and we're doing 31. This is Sahelanthropus. That's the only time you'll ever hear me call it that. This is Metal Gear to me, so we're going to fight Metal Gear. And I'm going to bring the Killer Bee. I'm not entirely sure that's the best weapon for this, but whatever. We're just going to take it. And apparently our tank did not get blown up. If you have it, keep it. I have no idea why this is still available. Maybe I had 2. I don't know. But yeah, you definitely want to take one if you can. Quiet is a great companion for this. Your horse does no good. You can't even get on your horse. Your dog does no good. There's only one enemy. So that's pretty much it. We do this pretty simple here. So let's go ahead and jump in. So this is Sahelanthropus, or as I call it, Metal Gear. The first thing you want to do in this fight is empty your rocket launcher. The reason you're doing that is it'll trigger a supply drop, and then you want to jump in your tank, and you want to start firing, and you want it to be on the crosshairs, not the green screen. So that's basically where we're at. Try and aim for his head the best you can. The stomach will do more damage, but killing the head is a mission task, so... And I don't even try to move the tank. Honestly, it just doesn't. All right. So now at this point, I would suggest hopping out. You actually don't want to kill him too good. I know that sounds weird, but he's got a progression that he's got to go through. And one of them has an optional task with it. And so we're just going to wait for him to do that. Hopefully the chopper won't kill him too fast, but it looks like he's toast. So yeah, that doesn't normally happen, but that's okay. We'll just pick this up and we'll redo the thing next time. But that's it for mission 31. That was Metal Gear. The task that we missed is when he gets down on the lower end of his health, he will jump at you, and the little guy from Mission 20 will show up. And you got to hit him with any bullet of anything. Your trank rifle even works. So your woozy pistol. So as long as you hit him with on attack, that's the third mission task. So we took a little more health off than I really intended to, but that's okay. If you can kill the last boss in the game, take advantage and kill him. You get an S rank. And so we get all that stuff done. We are going to, for the last thing we do in this video, is going to be developing our nuke, and you do that down in resources.
Missions have come in too. We still have a long
And
road
you
ahead
go
of us.
over, if you hit L1 once, it'll take you right to the nuclear weapon. And you see we have plenty of fuel and plenty of minor metal and plenty of money. So we're going to go ahead and start developing it.
Commencing nuclear weapons
And
development.
we have 1 day and 6 hours. So that's 30 hours. And that will be in real time. So now on a speed plat, obviously you'll be playing that entire 30 hours. So when it comes up, we'll do it. I'll try to cut into there when it actually happened in my run. As like I mentioned many times at this point, this is a post run, a recreation of this 59-hour speed plat. So I'm doing this like a couple hours at a time and then posting the videos. So I'll be done with the nuke well before I was in my other run, but I'll try and splice it in there and we should be all right. There's a trophy for building one and then a trophy for destroying it. And that's, you dismantle it with this button down here once it's ready. So that was really kind of what our whole first, like the first 4 videos were built towards getting there as quickly as possible. Our combat deployment also finished while we were doing that. And that is our second thing that we're worried about. That's a long ticket time, as you'd say in restaurants.
Please select
So we're down to new fighter aircraft, which I think is the 12th one. And we can continue to do it. So let's go ahead and get that started. And again, we're going to get rid of some of these
unit
adaptive
dispatched.
AI here. So body armor is going to go. Of course, shotguns are going to go.
Unit dispatched.
If you've watched even part of this video, you know how much I hate shotguns. Decoys, yeah, let's do machine guns again.
Unit dispatched.
I don't like getting killed a lot, so... yeah, so there we go. So we're all fired up on that. We can do our challenge tasks and our cassette tapes and all that. I'm going to do that in another video. I really wanted to end on building the nuke. So we have done that. This is a major split time here. In my practice run, it was 8 hours and 53 minutes it took me to get to build the nuke. In my actual run, it was exactly 10 hours. So I was about an hour behind that, which is not that bad. It's... my practice run was 43 hours, so that would have put me at 44. As you can probably guess, as I started to get more tired, I started to play more poorly, and that's when I lost the most of my time. But, you know, if you are trying to do this as well, you can maybe manage your energy a little better or just get better at the game. That's always a good way to shave time. I'm not that good at it, but I am persistent, so... I thank you again for watching. I don't know how many hours this video is. I know the gameplay is like probably 10, but I try to cut out at least half of that. So hopefully you're only about 5 hours in. But hopefully you've at least found some tips and some tricks and some reason to maybe do a speed plat at some point. Yeah, this was very playthrough intense. We're going to do a lot of skipping in the next, you know... There's still 49 hours of this run, but there's a lot that you don't have to see. So we'll get into that the next time around. But in the meantime, again, I appreciate you watching. And thanks for stopping by. Stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.